It's Monday, everybody. Oh no, it's Monday. Here I am. I am Leela. This is Music Mondays. This is the pie. She is my muse. She is ready for her treats. And I am so happy to see you all here today. We're going to make some music. I'm going to play with an old app called Drum Jam. It's a super fun app. Russ and I were talking about it on Clubhouse the other day, getting an idea about, because I was talking about how I wanted some drums for something, and he said, you should try this app. And I I had so much fun that I just hey, what's up with that? Right? Anyway, let's not waste any time. I'm going to quickly turn my comments on. I'm going to say hello to the people in the front row, which is Ali Gratia. She's looking her tongue is all sticky now because she didn't clean it first. There's Denise Lance. Hello, lovely Denise. Thomas Christ, Legend of Links, Magical Mod, marvelous musician, just put out a song. You guys go and listen to that. It's a teaser for his next album. It was just a freaking banger. Doug Kidder, my partner in Height Club, he also has a song out with me. It's on my channel. It's called Meet Height Club. And we hung out in a StreamYard and recorded complete and total improv. And it was balls, man. Ed Zielinski, sound is a bit odd. Let's give it the old double checky check. I'm gonna give it the old double check. Ooh, yep, it looks like, hey, little missy. Hang on, we'll to our regularly scheduled programming about now. How about now? My music is gone. Here, let's see. Can you hear this? Hi, Lewis Cook. What's up? Is that better? It was on camera audio. It's left over from Saturday night when I went on Gmail. Let's do the music over again. Boom. All right, we're there. All right, let's bring in the iPad right now. Doing our thing, getting it going. Let's get in there, and we're going to get busy. We're going to get productive. We're going to have so much fun. All right, let's go. Here we go. Me and Pie in the corner. That's us in the corner. That's us in front of the edge of the iPad. Why no? I got to put my glasses on now because we're looking at tiny stuff. Here we go. Oh, whoa, foggy. As Thomas has right down there, he has my link tree, and which is also way up there in the corner. So, and all of the things that he says are things you can do, but all you really have to do, in fact, you don't even have to do that. You don't even have to hang out and watch, but you can, because we're going to have some fun. Let's go over to the Beat community and the iOS software archives. Hey, Zach Thong, what's cooking? All right, so this is February 16th. So 7 days ago was February 9th. And we're going to go back to February 9th, and we're going to look at the news. Ooh, goody. We have more than a full page. Here we go. We were at Disco DSP last week. Jam Maestro and Bit Maestro went on offer that last week. I don't not even know what those are, so let's take a quick little tiny look. I have some fun stuff to show you, so I don't want to spend too much time. Jam Maestro is $4.99 from $8.99. Bit Maestro is $2.99 from $4.99. Guitar-centric music, sequence, play background apps. It sounds like it's kind of a semi-DAW, Jam Maestro. Bit Maestro is a bit crusher. Good stuff. All right, we'll go back. Crystalline by Baby Audio is a lush, gorgeous reverb, and it's quite expensive, and so I never bought it, so I may actually buy it now, because look at that. Look how pretty it is, too. Crystalline is $20, and it's usually $30. It's a perfect algorithmic reverb, often considered the holy grail of digital audio effects. Before, my hair is, look, oh no, my hair is stuck straight in my necklace. That's awful. Whoa. We'll just move that around. All right. So you can do all kinds of crazy stuff with this really beautiful. Go ahead and spend your money on that if you want to. Akil Adam updates Outgrowth, which is a gorgeous app that I have. It's a sample machine that just gives you, it really just does haunting and beautiful things with your samples. It's been updated. The filter cutoff can be modified in filter menu. Samples and presets now load up to 10 times faster. Fixed issue with dragging recordings and samples in Drambo. Fixed modulation menu. It's just a bunch of little fixes. It's nothing too crazy. Range 120 guitar amplifier is on offer, and other Nembrini deals. The pie. Look at her. When you scratch her in a certain spot, it makes her like lick her, try to lick her own chin or something. I have no idea. Anyway, Range 120 is net. It's the desktop version that's on sale, $29.99 from $137. You're gonna take a break from playing on panels, Zach, eh? Disco DSP update Discovery AUV3 synth. It's $19.99. I've never seen Discovery synth, but it exists. It looks pretty. It looks kind of like it's got the red. Maybe it's like the nerd synth or something. Anyway, $20 for that little pupper. Now we're going to go to page 1. And we're going to look at what's brand spanking new. Brand spanking new. A huge update for Mila. That's good. I love Mila. It's fun. I've done a show on it before, where it's very, very modular, but it's all, instead of being a giant panel full of things, it's a little bit more organized, I guess I would say. It's everything is under its own thing. Interesting discovery, exactly. So long-awaited undo and redo. You can revert your unwanted changes. There's a remote view, perform view, collapsed lanes now move to the bottom. It's just a bunch of organizational stuff. Everything is gotten a supposedly easier to use and all that. So Voicana is a free download. Techno Speech. Let's see what that is. Oh, claws get you the if you're gonna give me the claw, I'm gonna give you the hook, cat. She's got the hook. All right. There's a 10-second trial feature. So anyway, you can download this and then you have to pay for it. So I'm probably not gonna do that. I don't know. OBXD3 AUV3 synth. So that's another disco DSP synth. Yeah, she got yeeted. YEET. Right? So this is another $20 synth. It looks like this disco DSP has got some pretty nice stuff. I see things that are an awful lot like it, and I already have them. So, J8 synth came out, and guess what? That's where we're going after this show today. We're going to head right on over to Jade's, and we're going to watch her play with J8 synth, and she was off this weekend, and we all miss her desperately. Our week was very, very strange without her. Anyway, Music 2 by Finger Lab has been updated. It's $9.99. Looks like it's just little fixes and things. And if I remember correctly, watching the demo, this may be the fixes that she was talking about. I do have this app, and we maybe try to play with this one of these weeks. Gradient Synth has been updated, and now it's been price dropped. Gradient Synth, I'm pretty sure I have this too. This is about color and mixing art and music. It's so beautiful. So it is free with in-app purchases now. So I've got the app unlocked. So if you've supported it before, you have lifetime ownership, and you see a special option to upgrade to Sporter Edition. All right. Anyway, we'll play with that one time. Maybe it looks like it could be quite fun. MES Arpeggiator is out now. Make electronic sound. It looks like it's a phone app, but it's also on iPad. You choose a chord, set the feel, and generate evolving patterns that instantly fit your track. Sounds cool. So it basically is an ARP maker. 4 Pockets. Let's check what's on sale from 4 Pockets this week. 4 Pockets are some great apps. So when they go on sale and you don't have them, you should try picking them up. Wave Cloud is $6.99 from $15 this week. Copperhead is only $7.99 from $15. New Rack is only $8.99 from $14.99. Let me tell you. Let's see if I've got New Rack. New Rack is pretty cool. We'll look over here. Samplescape. Evolving Soundscapes. I don't seem to have that yet. Yeah, I might not. I have Wave Cloud, but I don't necessarily have all those other ones. Well, yes, it's hard to even keep track. You are so correct. All right. Not too many more here. Beep Street update Drambo. What? One of these days, I swear, I'm going to play with Drambo. It looks complicated, but apparently once you get into it, it's really powerful. So it's currently available for $19.99 with optional in-app purchases. It's got a new additive mode in its step sequencer. It makes it easier to build and tweak steps. Yeah, you don't have to overwrite you can hold a piano key. Oh, sounds awesome. All right, Modular Creations, let's do it. Jan Mays released J Ampler. It's a free download with an optional in-app purchase that activates it. It allows you to record, import, assign, and manipulate samples with a rich set of controls. So another sampling thing. It could be very cool. EG Wave Shaper is on sale from $5.99 or from $9.99 to $5.99. Megalit Bleece Mega Synth is really cool. It is it's only $12.99. It's usually $19.99. I have monolit or single lit or whatever, but I don't have megalit. Because I'm not mega lit, I guess. The Spectrum Analyzer from Disco DSP, we talked about that last week. It's $4.99. Keypad MIDI controller, it's a free download. J Ampler has been updated. Stage Tracks 4 has been updated, and we're current. So let's head back over quickly just to the App Store and see if there's anything new in my own little apptastic. Nope. Keypad MIDI controller, I got that last week because it was available. Deja Vu's not on this. No wonder. Yeah, it looks like we've got everything. So why don't we head on into, well, first let's open Audio Share, and I'm going to go into my work in progress, which is this, right? You can see, look at how many songs. I've got 29 items in my work in progress. These are the new, I'm just not going to play the whole thing. I'm just going to play the beginnings. So this is the beginning of one I made with Grenadier sound box sound pack. Sounds cool. Ready. That's a nice track. Okay, here's this one is just a beat. It's a lot of crunchy stuff. I'm really in a crunchy mode this week. Listen to that crunch. This is so fun. I'm really having a kick on it. Hey, Gary Hubbs got a chance to stick his head in the door. Be sure to say hi to him. Oh my gosh, I love that. That is fun. And then this, you guys heard Delay and Play last week. That's that crunchy one. Anyway, there's one more since then, and I used Loop Mangler to mangle a regular loop and just turn it. Oh my gosh, just crazy. Just listen. All these things, these 3 songs could absolutely go on an album together, couldn't they? And same with Delay and Play. This one's got a lot of drums. Whoop, 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 whoop. I think I'm going to put this one, I'm going to do the words in Spanish or in Spanglish, I think. Yeah, I like this beat too. Yeah, it makes me feel happy. It's very cheerful. All right, that's enough of that. All right, we're out of my work. So only 29 songs, you know, there's probably, I don't even have them all on there. So there's potentially at least 30 songs I'm working on right now. Crazy woman. All right. First, we're going to open up. Well, I guess I'll show you the Drum Jam app. It should still be open. Okay, here it is, right? This is your Drum Jam. And it is super fun. Like literally, like look at all these. See these little patches? These are just factory patches, and you can buy more. See, if you tap this Drum Store, World Pack 2. Oh my gosh, look how cheap they are. 2 new deeply sampled hand pans, new large and small udus, flower bell, garapata. Oh my God, $2. And big drums, Hayaradaiko, pancake drum, and cloth drum. Sticks and pads, loops. Oh my gosh. Bongos. Oh, let's see. Install. I'm going to install these. It says remixed drums, remix brushes. Holy moly. Now let's install this one. Pancake drum, cajon, played with Pete's signature remix brushes. I may end up buying all of these just because I really appreciate yeah, this is all a bunch of foreign kind of sounding drums. They're extremely cool though. And I actually made a track. It's barely started, but I'm going to show it to you right after this because we're going to see, like, you can use the standalone app to record a drum beat, and then you can drag and drop it Let's see. We got everything installed. Downloading contraption. Oh my gosh. Now look at that. Let's see. Let's restore purchases and see. Okay. If there's anything new. Nope. I never. But you could buy everything in here for about $10. All right. So let's get out of there for now. Literally, we're at 60 beats a minute. This is just the ones. It's called Rock Drum Kit India 1. Now watch. I'll show you. First, we'll show you right on. Where's that? There it is. There's my cursor. So see this little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a little 8-bar loop. 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now watch if you come up here and hit the. Now it'll say change pending. You could literally just, once you have your instruments picked, you just keep on coming up with. Let's do it one more time. And then you can fade it out right up here at the top. What? How cool is that? Now this is what's called an inter-app audio. It's not an AUV3, which is why it seems to have maybe like gone by the wayside, but it's so powerful. Russ uses this a lot. Anyway, we're going to open up Logic and we're going to see how far we can go. Okay, Drum Jam, Latin Rock. All right, so I made a series of beats in here. You can see. If we'll just make this very large, you can see just by looking at the waveform that it changes several times. And this is just a like 2 minute and 52 seconds. And then at the beginning, I tossed in some loops from Logic. They're just Logic Apple loops. Sounds cool, huh? We'll hit, they'll change soon here. It changes and I've got a little launchpad loop in here. It's only 3 minutes. Let's listen to what I've done the whole thing, I guess. So now here we're ready. And the thing is it's in G minor. I can just start adding stuff. I can I can put in a chord progression if I want. I could work out a chord progression based on one of these loops. And then if I do that, all I need to do is go back up and fill out the chord forms, you know, and then I can start adding stuff. Now we're going to get back into this. Dun, 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 dun. It's just little bits, right? Almost over. And this, I just did this. It took me like 5 minutes last night. And if I would have hated some of them, I could have basically just taken them out. But I've never heard a drum loop I hated out of Drum Jam. Those are some backwards. Right. All right. Let's save that project. We'll leave it. We'll just leave it for now. If everything's working, my DSP hasn't hung up yet. So let's just take this. We could, let's find a whole new, I'm going to show you in the user guide. Here's your user guide. So right up here in the corner. Now this is how easy, and this is exactly what I did, is like, you just pop down into the settings, user guide. There it is. Huge. Thomas says this really reminds me of the old drummer tool in GarageBand iOS with the grid you place the different drums on, but with more features. Yeah, it's really cool. I quite enjoy it. Anyway, so there's factory or user combo presets. That means you can set up your own little set of instruments and then you save it. These two options refer to the large scrollable list directly below the factory and user tabs on iPad. Or after pressing the load button, the currently loaded preset name appears above this list. So you can save your own presets. You can organize them under groups. When the preset is saved, it saves everything from the tempo through to the solo pad. So these are your solo pads. Right now there's a frame drum on them. The random parts button. So this keeps the same instrumentation, but randomizes the part that each instrument is playing. And that is this one right here. See? It's a pile of dice. Is it made clear by having musical notes on it? Oh, yes, I see them. Semtex Cow, I love to see you. Yay. Yay, cow sighting. Right on. I was just thinking about you yesterday. So there's an average of around 20 different patterns for each instrument. Taking into account the number of instruments available, this amounts to millions of variations possible, right? Each change of pattern will occur on the next loop start point. All the loops are 2 bars long, so you won't have long to wait. So that's why it's 8. There's 8 things. That's 2 4 counts. You can see how close the next loop cycle start point you are referring to, the flashing tempo bar. And I showed you that at the very beginning. When a random change is pending, it's announced in the flashing tempo bar. Instruments that are locked in the parts page will not be changed. So you can lock in your kick. And this is how you do it right here. So let's get back out of so right here, you've got volume and pan. Now what's cool? Watch this. This is so fun. So let's see, you've got this drum right here. You can turn the volume down by dragging it down. Let's turn it on and then we'll play around. We're just turning them all down. Hey, Chris Lane Sr. Yeah, look, all this stuff is way down here. So you can pan it, like say I want this drum. It's right in the center. And see right over here in the corner? Whoops, let's take my hand off of here. When you have it on, right up here in the right-hand corner, it's telling you it's 5 dB over in the left-hand side, and over on the right-hand side, it's telling you that it's over to 6. Now it's 6% to the right, and it's 3 dB. So then you take this instrument, it's right 13. And let's take this other like snare or whatever that is. We'll take this one and we'll set it a little closer to the middle. Is that so cool? Does that say pillows? What says pillows? Pillow me, Lori, pillow me. All right, so let's just say volume pan parts meets solo filter. So take parts next. So now it actually tells you what you're looking at. So your rock kick, let's take the kick and lock it. So now every time we change, blanket pillows. Okay, blanket pillows. Hey, Ty Man, what's up? So now watch this. So we'll put it back on volume and pan and we'll listen. We're going to hit this. Now our change is pending. So now since we've locked the kick, we've got the same sound and it's just the other stuff that's been... And then, of course, you could just I think you can just drag them off. Yep. Look, I just dragged it off. I just picked it up. I dragged it off. Now let's do the parts again. But let's add something back in. Let's add some Cajon brushes. Drag it here. There we go. It changes pending, see? So it says changes pending because it added an instrument. So it just makes a part for that instrument. Let's put some congas in. Now the change is pending. And so we can mute and solo. Let's mute and let's... So solo over here. That's just our snare. Kick. Nice. Now we have our gatom. That way you can make sure if you know which instrument is making which noise too. Here's your cylinder shakers. Those cylinder shakers. My brushes. I'm pretty sure you can mess around with, so you can definitely easily. So your volume, remember your volume is by dragging it up and down in the field. Your panning is dragging it left and right in the field. You can, so we're just soloing, right? But you can also just mute it. So, I want to get rid of those congas. So you can actually solo something by this is just so powerful. It's 12:34. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is incredible, right? Now, but what you can filter them. What? I'm filtering. And then you just turn off the filter. And you play with the cut off and the resonance. Let's drag it in. This turns on the filter for down here. Loops, pads, both. So you can even change the filter. Now you just unfilter the kick. That is freaking powerful, you guys. So amazing. So now let's look at this one last one. What do we think that is? I'm going to double check the user guide. So random parts button, random instruments button. That's on the other side. This randomates, that's the randomized instrument button. what Thomas says. Exactly. So many great apps get lost in time as new stuff comes out, but there's a lot of older gems that are still really great out there, and inexpensive it is. Let's go see how much this actually costs. You looked it up, didn't you? Let's go. Drum Jam. Sonosaurus, I think it's called. Drum Jam app. It's a whole new world. A whole new world. $7.99. Let's get you back. Where are we? Plus in-app purchases, yeah. Not so many fingering apps nowadays. Let's get fingery in here. Woohoo! All right, random instruments buttons. Anyway, randomizes the whole instrument set for a very radical change of mood. Holy watch this. Okay, let's put it back on volume pan so you can see. All right, let's close that for a sec. Not the filter. See, it still waits to change. That sounds freaking awesome. But the thing is you've got something selected. See, over here in your left-hand side, you've actually got your patches selected. So it's giving you a set of instruments, I'm sure, that are in the thing. Let's give it, there it is. That's going to change again. It's recording. Recording bar 2. There we go. So did you see that? So you can actually save. Let's go save. Let's go export. Open, export to audio share. There we go. Drum Jam wants to open audio share. You guys, look. This is our little... That's so beautiful. And it tells you, it says 60 BPM. So right there, it's labeled and it's all like, oh my gosh, so cool. But, and then of course I could just come over here and then decide what I wanted to grab. This electro kick. Let's get this electro kick, and it's way up high. Now let's so when it fades in, so now after you faded it in, you can fade it back out. It's fading in. Just fades back out. What? How cool is this? So, and then you have your full loop volume. You can change your loop volume. You can actually pitch your loop. You can say how many beats are in it. You can tap your tempo. This shows loop. Then I guess loop effects. Pads effects. I don't even know how to use all this stuff, but because what I'm trying to say is that for $8, you could absolutely just do whatever, right? So let's say, like, if I want this bottom one here, let's go cloth drum. Yeah, there we go. So you can actually, let's record something. And it says pending record, and then it starts. It's recording the fade in. I'm just fingering the pads. See? There we go again. Let's export that sucker to audio share. Boom. Now, see, it's even if we listen, it should have our little extras in it. Let's hear if they're in there. Yep. I went ticky. There it is. There's a ticky. So you can actually play in. You add an instrument at the bottom. Damn, you guys, that's so freaking cool. All right, and now, but then of course, you can drag it right in to, let's just go straight in. We have audio, and then we'll go drum jam, and then all of a sudden we've got drum jam right here. And then of course you can record here separately, or you could just listen to it and it'll start up whatever's going on. So let's find some, whoops. What do we want? Let's grab a sound box, and then a MIDI. We'll add bounce bud in here. And then we're gonna pick something. Let's pick something. Let's use something from this pure nylon. There we go, pure nylon picked. And here's the balls. Let's go C minor. That's where we are right now. And we'll find one of these settings. We're going to add left. There's let's just leave everything the way it is. So it's quarter notes on the left. And we'll come over and we'll add these. Bounce bud left. And I hit it. But of course, you could add something like it. You can actually still add like a launch pad, and instead of using the launch pad drums, you can only use the launch pad music stuff. Let's speed it up. Let's go 76. I forgot to. So, of course, Launchpad is one of your main. It's my main. Now, I'm just actually going to throw in one of these Latin ones because we've got kind of a Latin sound. Bossa Nova button. Here, let's use the Bossa Nova button. Make that C minor. The Bossa Nova button. Now let's change our drums. It's all different. Same instruments, different. But don't forget, if you go in the parts, whoops. Note the rock kick. So the kick is the same each time. Now it's going to change again. So now you could always add a little. So we can add like you can add like a plain shaker. Back over here. It just changed that fast. Now the instruments are different. Now it fades out. Woo! Boom! How fun! How easy! But as always, so hey, Sunshine Archer, been lurking. Let's go. Let's save this. 76 Latin Love. Great. So we've got all kinds of stuff, and of course, you guys already know how to. But let's quickly hop into Logic and see if we can get something to happen. Well, we'll drag in some of our files here. Let's start a newie. Or, no, hang on a second. We'll cancel. Oh, I changed my mind. So I've already got an empty project 23. Let's go into this drum jam. Why don't we come back in here and why don't we add one of these? So the way I'm doing this now is I'm taking a file app and I'm browsing to audio share where we have these brand new loops. See, drum jam. Let's find, whoops, not that one. So I'm just taking it and I'm long pressing it and I'm dragging it right in here. Now we're going to convert the file. See, so I recorded all of this in. So see, now we go back to the beginning and there's a new drum there. Jamie Lynn! Yeah. Ba, 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 ba. And of course, you could just be like, well, I could have filtered it. If all the things you do, I'm going to just delete that because I don't need it in here. There's probably one way. Probably the one way to do it is loop back. Like I bet you if we used loop back, let's go into AUM. Let's go to last state. I think there's this little app called Loopback. Loopback 1 in. There we go. Haha. All right, now we're going to go to here and we're going to see if we can hang that right here. Let's go audio effects and then we're going to go Loopback 1. Let's see if it works. We'll go. Here we go. We'll mute these out. Going back in here. Woohoo! I know there's a way to do it. Too many inputs. Anyway, we don't need to remember that just now. It's clearly something that can be done. Let's whole fresh new. It's not making any noise. Let's stop this one. There we go. But there is a way to hop that in there. Anyway. Bossa Nova. We're out of here. Whee! Anyway, we got some drums. I just told you how to get your drums in. All right, let's say goodbye to you with my facey face this time. We are going to take my like a bossa nova, right? Okay. I haven't heard anything from Jade, but I'm assuming she's still going to be here because her show is on. Let's go face. Right? We're assuming that Jade is here. At least my show is dumping over to her. She's back! Oh, and up next with Super J8 Synth by Audio Kit, something I'm just wailing to see. I haven't got my shows up yet for this week, but I should have the rest of my shows up by tonight. And it's all the good things. So we're going to go to Jade's, and then of course we've got Pete's, and then we've got Frank's, and then we've got Vince's, so we're all ready to go. Right on. I will see you guys later tomorrow, back with I think I'm going to be working with Luma Fusion tomorrow. So I will see you on over at Jade's. Have an awesome week, you guys. Thank you for being here with me, my friends. Good times, very good times. Big love and all the peace that you can carry straight into your week, baby. Keep your hands inside the ride.